Welcome guys to another video and welcome back to the cruise ship tutorial. This is episode 13 and today we're going to be pretty much starting the actual entertainment decks. I'll show you once I get in. So we're back in this world. Been a while I think, but nonetheless we are back ready to continue building. So the last part where we left off on was finishing the atrium. So as you can see, we did all this, and over here we did this as well. Really not sure why I'm lagging. I guess it's all the TV heads in there. And we did guest services. So today we're going to be doing the future cruises desk, and also we're just going to be pretty much extending this out, and probably doing the conference center as well. So we can just start with the future cruises desk. So for future cruises, for some reason I always think of like a modern office for this type of stuff, just because it's like a desk with the person working in there, and they pretty much tell you like the deals you can get, because it's a common thing on cruise ships that if you book another cruise while on a cruise, you can get a pretty good discount on it. So it's pretty much enticing you to spend more money, because that is a cruise line's goal. Alright, so we can just start this off basically against some acacia, because I feel like that's pretty modern, and wow, this is ridiculous. Man, okay. And I'd like to make this even, so we can go here. And we could just set this as acacia wood. And again, here, I'm thinking polished blackstone. I feel like could be a good accent, so we can just line it up here, and then down here as well. Get rid of the sign, you don't need it. And then for this wall, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take stained glass. I'm gonna take white, and actually I'm gonna take gray as well. And I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna alternate between the block and the pane to create a nice little pattern. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'll create the door here, and I know it's uneven, but trust me, it will look fine. And get an end rod. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Alright, and then the wall back here, yeah, I'm just gonna take some blackstone and create two massive windows, which should mirror perfectly those windows over there, which it does, so great. Just take this, take that, and put in some nice windows. I'm just gonna fly over here real quick. Get that, and I'm actually gonna steal these plants just because plants are gonna look good in this. Alright, for the floor, I'm gonna do this. I'm going to alternate it between gray and light gray, because I feel like gray is just I mean, it's boring, you know, it's boring colors, so obviously with a modern design, it'll fit perfectly. And then for the ceiling, I'm just going to take quartz, because what else would it be? We can do this around here. And come through here. And finish it off. Like so. And then I'm going to split it into two here. Take some chiseled quartz. Line it through the middle. And replace this. Alright. We're gonna have to get rid of that, but that's fine. It is fine to adjust. Alright. Place these. So now you have these nice two little things, and you can create a very, very classic light design that I will show you guys. So if you have seen any of my ships, you know I overuse this. Like, actually, I'm gonna take Crimson. I overuse this light design a lot. I just take that and do that, and I'm gonna use Crimson because I think it fits. And now you have your nice little office area. And I'm gonna take some buttons because I like buttons. There you go. All right. We can actually build a desk, which I guess would be dark oak, because that is what most desks are seemingly made of. Alright. Take that. You got a nice big desk. So, with that, a little unfortunate design here. I'll find a way to fix it. Head search. I don't have my head mod, do I? Oh man. Okay. Sorry, I'm on my laptop right now, not my main computer, so I don't have any of my mods installed. Oops. Whatever. We can live without a lamp. That is fine. Said we'll just take some, you know, flower pot. It's good enough. Let's find a good flower. What flower will fit here? What is a nice flower? Torch flower? Cornflower. That looks nice. And Azure. That looks familiar. Alright. Here we go. And, oh my goodness, again, I don't have my heads. But, luckily enough, right over here. Look at that. We got some TVs. That looks good enough for a computer. If you really want to sell the computer, you can put a little button down there. It's a little mouse. So you got that. And then obviously you need some chairs. So a nice little office chair for the worker person. Signs? Yeah, sure, signs. And then for the other side, I'm gonna take birch because I think it's a good contrast color. And put it down here. That means we need a fence gate. If you don't know what these are, it makes it look more like a chair, you know. Nice little trick. It takes a little bit of time, but it's fine. It looks good in the end. Alright, so we have a nice little office here. Now, off to the side, in an office, typically you will have shelves. Or, not really shelves, but like drawers, you know? So we can do that, and we can take the button right here. Make it look nice. Nice and detailed. And then again, I'm going to have to steal the plants over here again. Put them in the corner here. And there. And then again here. Luckily it's an anvil, so it doesn't stick to the glass pane. And yeah, there's actually not much else you can really put in here. I'll put in some paintings, just because I like paintings. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, bunny. Ah, happy Easter, actually. Well, it's not Easter anymore, but it was. So, that's cool. Banners. Yeah, let's just do gray. Curtains. And yeah. So that's it. That's an office. Nice little future cruises. Oh, we can also put a we could put a sign here. Let's make it fancy. Oh, look at that. Look at that. If that doesn't scream future, I don't know what does. Boom. Look at that. That is perfect. And then down here, just do this. There you go. Future cruises. It is perfect. So now you have an identity of sorts. Actually, for a little bit, do we put a little thing sticking out here? You know, like this. No. Nah, that's doing too much. I don't think that looks good. Alright, we'll just leave it as is. But that is your future cruises kiosk area. So, I think that came out pretty good. Very good, actually, in my opinion. Alright, now we can continue down here. So first thing we can do is make sure that the floor is correct. That is a very important thing. Actually, another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my render distance all the way down to 5. Because my frames are making me very mad. Alright. So, I should be correct now. Alright. That's a little scary. You got the void over there. And it didn't even do much for my frame rate. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Up here, you got the piano lounge and you got the conference center. I can do a conference center pretty quickly, I can't lie. So down here you have the clam bar. Over here, these are going to be assorted shops. This, I don't know, a market probably. For the builder's market that I have on every ship. But instead, we're going to do some fun stuff up here to end out this little video. How much time are we running on? Oh, it's been 11 minutes. That's nothing. Alright, 7. Conference center. Alright. This should be pretty simple. It's going to follow along with the theme of the ship, which is the sandstone and spruce wood. Over here is a door, so we'll have to do that pretty quickly. I'll show you. Actually, there's a new thing I've been wanting to try out for crew doors. So, actually, do I? Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is a crew deck, right? They added a new door. It's the pale oak door. I think I mean, it's white, so it blends in, and it looks like a crew door. Because usually you'd use iron doors, but you have to have redstone to activate it. And I don't like putting pressure plates everywhere because they don't look good. So, instead, you can use a pale oak door. And what I will do is, there's no spruce stairs out here. Okay, no, not spruce stairs, quartz stairs. Alright, so I do this. I do indent my doors. A lot of people don't like doing it. I do. I think this just looks better, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know. And then I'll do the same thing over here. So I'll take some dark oak and get myself a dark oak door. And there you go. Now you have a crew door leading out to the lifeboat deck. And which will eventually be a muster station. Or at least this area will be. The conference center will be. That's a perfect muster station. That really is. Huh. Neat. Alright. Anyways, moving on. We'll add a little of this here. You need a door. So I'll do this. I'll make it too wide. No. Get rid of this. Get rid of this, and that's going to cause some issues. Yes, it will. Of course it will. Alright, one thing we can do, we can just expand this. It does not matter. Alright, we can make it 5 wide. It's fine. It's a large area anyways. Actually, let me get dark oak slab, of course. And then get my quartz stairs to start filling in the roof. Here. Alright. And then here. And then the piano lounge, that'll probably be the next video, honestly. I'm going to set this as blast furnace. And then I'm just going to continue the floor into here. I need these oak doors. Actually, no. Give me, okay, light gray? No, white. Yes, we need white. So, another door. Here. And some glass to fill in the size so you kind of can look in. Just because I guess conference, rooms, they got those big doors. I don't know. I guess if you watch Suits, Um, yeah, they got the big, you know, big room. Or just, if you've ever had a job before. Not sure what that is. Alright. I'm gonna fill this all in with red. And some pink. Actually, yeah, and some pink. So you got the 3514, which is red wool, 25214, which is red concrete powder, 25114, which is red concrete, and then 1596, which is pink terracotta. It filled in one block. Why did it fill in one block? What is going on here? Okay. There's, okay. I'm not sure where that came from. I've just realized, okay, there's a light block going all the way down here. Wait, okay, look at this. Alright, this must have been when I was doing a thumbnail. There's no reason for all of this to be lit up like that. Yeah, I must have been doing a thumbnail. It's interesting. Let me go ahead and get rid of all these. That is weird. There we go. Okay, yeah. I was one. Okay, it did look a little too bright. Whatever. It's fine. There we go. It's all fixed. It's all good. There we go. So that is the carpet I was looking for. See, that is a good looking carpet. All right, over here, same thing, same ordeal. You got windows and stuff. So this is uneven. That's unfortunate. It is fine. We will build the windows anyway. Alright, let me come out here. Get my dark oak stairs. Come in here. And see, look at this. Okay, so I remember when I built this, or this lifeboat deck, over a year ago. Nonetheless, there's a block missing there. Oh man, don't tell me that. Oh. Alright, this is wonderful. I'm gonna fix that off camera. Hopefully you guys aren't copying me block for block, because then that would be an issue on your ship too, which in that case you would have to go and place that block all the way. Yep. That's fine. I'll fix it eventually. Anyways, I remember when I built this lifeboat deck, I told you that having the lifeboat arms on this specific block was important, because if it was one block down and you're trying to build windows, you got a giant arm, and you know, giant steel arms typically don't attach to windows very well. Especially in the game, it just doesn't look good. So that's why I said build it up here, so that way you can have your window and still have a block here for the arm. Alright. Anyways, enough of that flashback. We can continue building our thing. So I'm gonna build a little dark oak door, and I'm gonna get a red banner for curtains. Very simple. For the ceiling in here, okay, I messed up again. Hold on. For the ceiling in here, I have an idea. I'm gonna make it a little different. I'm again gonna start out with quartz, because I like it. But I'm gonna take two different types of slabs. I'm gonna take polished andesite and stone slabs. Or, no, stone brick. There we go. And I'm gonna create a, never mind. Okay, I forgot, this is even, you can't do a checkered pattern, or else it's gonna look really bad. What about this way? Oh, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. I am great. Alright. So, not really a checkered pattern, but it's a pattern nonetheless. It'll work. Just watch. See, look at that. A nice, cool ceiling pattern. Wow, and then in the middle, pretty easy. Okay, no. There we go. Pretty. Oh man, that doesn't look good either. You know what? All those fails, all reliable. And we're just gonna do this. There we go. See? Pretty simple stuff. Alright, conference center. Typically in a conference room, you have a big table surrounded by a bunch of chairs. On a cruise ship, conference centers are used for a lot of different things. Yeah, mostly, I don't know. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I was thinking about changing that into an art gallery, but I am sure that I will put an art gallery somewhere here in one of these crevices. Don't let me forget that. That's important. Probably like right there. Because, art galleries are very important on cruise ships, especially my custom line, because it's my line, and I'm a big fan of art, so I like having art displayed. That's why I put the paintings down there, because they look nice. It's a nice thing to have. I'm just trying to think. Do I just do a big table? A lot of contemplation. A lot of contemplation. Ideas. First, I'm going to put down some plants. Again, because... sorry. God, it's like I'm 13 again. All these voice cracks. Here we go. Add some plants. Make it look pretty. Nice. Got some plants. Very nice as usual. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave it empty. And here's why. Because conference centers, they're used for like several different things. They're used for like auctions, events, conferences, I guess, like meetings. And then also they're used for muster station. Like this ship, it's going to be used as a muster station. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put stacks of chairs on each side of the room. Just like this. You know how stairs can stack and stuff? Yeah, that's what we're doing. Take a sign, take a fence gate. Okay, here, I'm going to put these right there. And then I'm just going to... Okay, can you not? Please, let me through. Thank you. Put them back there like that. And get your signs on each side. And look, looks like they're, you know, stacked up on top of each other, I guess. Alright. Just like this. And then again. Stack it back. And you just pretty much have a nice room that can be used for a lot of different things. It's a very versatile room, you know. It Whoa, use of this item might lead to command execution. Do not use unless you know the exact contents. I've never seen that one before. That is crazy. That is a little extreme. It is just a sign, man. Alright, here. Not as cool as the Future Cruises sign. Because it's a conference center, so you gotta be serious and stuff. Alright, now we can get our slabs and just continue this down here. And then, actually, I'll lead it down here as well. This, like that. Yeah, let's continue this. Oh, actually, wait, we can flip this. Ooh, very nice. Alright, down here. Oh, you got a nice blank wall here. I'm gonna get a frog light. Acacia trapdoor. Simple light. Here. Plant. Yes. Okay, when in doubt, you got an empty area, just put a plant there. Trust me, it works a lot. Here, painting. Can you put a painting? Is there a 5x5 painting? I did not think so. No, there isn't. Oops. Well, we can just fill it with a bunch of paintings. like that. And then now we can just flip this. The paintings won't flip, as they shouldn't, but just know that, because we have this to build next video, which will be done. Make sure this works. Okay, it does. Alright. And of course, crew only sign. Ah, wait. I forgot to do something. Crew only. Add. No, wait. Damn it. There we go. Add this thing. It's like the logo of a cruise line. I think it looks cool. There we go. And here, what can we do? What can we do? I don't think this place really needs a light. Honestly, it's just gonna be lit up from the piano bar and conference center. Maybe I'll add like a cool arch, but that will come next episode. So, I believe that's it. That's all I have for today. Man, this room looks good. I don't know why. Alright, anyways. Now I can put my render distance back up to, like, you know, so I can actually see the ship. Oof. Alright. So that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do as you wish. Hopefully I'll have more videos of this tutorial going up soon, because I actually finally remembered to transfer the world from my computer to my laptop. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.